Russia isn't just attacking Kharkiv, it's wagering everything on a do-or-die move that could flip the entire battlefield. And you have to ask yourself, is this a calculated military tactic or the unmistakable sign of a desperate force running out of time? When Russian forces suddenly launched a counteroffensive in the northeast of Ukraine, questions exploded. Why Kharkiv? Why now? And what exactly is happening behind the tightly controlled information curtain? First, understand this. Kharkiv is not just a strategic city, it's a symbol, a place that once repelled Russia's initial assault in 2022. Striking back here is more than a military maneuver. It's a political message etched in fire. We haven't lost. But beneath that symbolic strike lies a disturbing possibility that these bold movements may not reflect strength, but rather conceal the signs of exhaustion behind a mask of aggression. Elite airborne units and mechanized infantry have been deployed at lightning speed, a tempo rarely seen since the early phases of the war. That pace reveals something deeper. Ukrainian intelligence reports that Russia is pulling reserves from the southern front, once deemed vital, just to gamble on Kharkiv. And you should ask, what would push them to risk so much here, now? Is it because they've uncovered a critical weakness in Ukraine's northeastern defenses? Or are they simply forced into seeking a symbolic victory to prop up collapsing morale among troops and civilians alike? A chilling reality few are acknowledging is that Kharkiv sits right on the gateway to key logistics routes, lifelines through which Western aid flows into the Donbass front. If Russia can control even the outskirts or hammer the corridors with consistent artillery fire, they don't need to capture the entire city. They could choke Ukraine's lifeline. It's a half-board move in the chess game, subtle, precise, and devastating if successful. But look closer, and you'll spot a frightening contradiction. Despite heavy artillery support and kamikaze drones, Russian advances remain slow and costly. This signals a harsh truth. Russia's logistical capacity and reserve strength may be deteriorating. A Ukrainian officer recently told reporters that Russian soldiers appeared with outdated gear, low ammo, yet still charged forward as if forced. That's not the mark of an overwhelming force. That's the smell of fatigue cloaked in reckless determination. Still, don't underestimate it. The Kharkiv offensive could be just one part of a larger strategy, one designed to stretch Ukraine thin, forcing it to divert troops across multiple fronts and weakening its ability to mount a southern counteroffensive in Zaporizhzhia. And now you must ask, is this just a distraction, a feint to buy time? Or has Russia genuinely lost strategic clarity and is grasping at short-term wins? Here's something even more shocking. Some Western analysts believe Russia is laying the foundation for a war of attrition that could drag into 2026, not to win territory, but to break Ukraine's will and exhaust Western support. If true, the Kharkiv offensive is not a bold strike. It's part of a long, grinding strategy to bleed the enemy slowly. In that light, the offensive isn't designed to win fast. It's designed to hurt slowly, persistently, relentlessly. And you have to wonder, is the West walking into a psychological trap? One where fatigue, not firepower, becomes the decisive factor? No matter which side you're on, one thing is clear. Kharkiv is not just a battlefield. It's a mirror reflecting the intersection of desperation and cold strategy. If you think this war is still following conventional rules and logic, think again. What's happening in Kharkiv might be the first real clue of the next brutal, unpredictable, and unforgiving phase of this conflict.